These Warriors legends could be returning to the Golden State Warriors. Now, as you all know, the Warriors have made some big moves this offseason, but they are not done just yet, as they are looking to get some ex-Warriors players back in the team to help them win another NBA championship. In today's video, we're going to be going through 3 of those ex-Warriors players that could be returning to the Golden State Warriors. So make sure to like this video, and guys, 92% of you are still not subscribed to the channel, so it'd mean the world if you could subscribe to the channel, hitting that red button down below. The first player is none other than Juan Toscano Anderson. Now, as you all know, JTA actually played most recently for the Los Angeles Lakers and also got traded midway to the Utah Jazz. Now, in that 2022-2023 season, he was averaging 3 points, 2.4 rebounds, and 1.3 assists, while also averaging a 47% effective field goal percentage. Now, when it comes to his minutes, he was averaging the same amount of minutes. However, we saw him put up such better stats when it came to playing with the Golden State Warriors. Now, Warriors could use a player like JTA back in the roster, as he stands at 6'6", 209 pounds, and is 30 years old. So he's still a pretty young guy when it comes to playing in the league, and I think he can provide a lot, especially on the defensive end. When we look at his stats over the last season when playing with Golden State Warriors, he was averaging 4.1 points, 2.4 rebounds, and also 1.7 assists. And although those numbers may not seem like superstar status, he was still providing a lot for this team and doing what he could with the amount of minutes that he was getting, which is around 14 minutes per game. So when it came playoff time, JTA still saw quite a few minutes, and I do believe that JTA can play a huge effect for what they are trying to do, especially when it comes to this season. JTA is also a great player when it comes to just being a great role model for the younger guys. As you all know, Warriors have a lot of young players such as Jonathan Kuminga, Moses Moody, and now with the new rookies coming in, JTA can definitely teach them a few things. The second player is none other than the fan favorite Otto Porter Jr. Now, Otto Porter Jr. was actually playing for the Toronto Raptors last season, where he averaged 5.5 points, 1.0 assists, and also 2.4 rebounds. And he also did this with 18 minutes of game time. Now, when it comes to Otto Porter Jr., he definitely had a bigger role for a team when he was playing with the Warriors, and I think he can definitely join a team like the Warriors again and still provide a lot off the bench. Now, when it came to his season with the Golden State Warriors, he was averaging roughly around the same minutes, only 2-minute difference of 20 minutes per game with the Warriors, but he was averaging 8.2 points, 5.7 rebounds, and also 1.5 assists. So you see a huge discrepancy from his stats from the Warriors compared to the Toronto in his most recent season, where he had a 3+ increase in his rebounds, also 0.5 increase in his assists, and a 3-point difference as well. So when it comes to Otto Porter Jr., he definitely had a bigger role in the Warriors, and the Warriors are looking to offer him that role up once again. When it comes to what he can really provide for this team, it's definitely him being such a versatile player, especially on defense. The Golden State Warriors had a great bench when they won the NBA championship against Boston Celtics, where they had Otto Porter Jr., GP II, and also what we just talked about, JTA, coming off the bench, as they were all two-way type players. Otto Porter Jr. stands at 6'8", 198 pounds, and is still 30 years of age, so he's definitely in his peak years when it comes to playing in the league. Now, with the new additions of a couple of new players such as Chris Poole, also Dario Saric, and even a couple of rookies, I think Otto Porter Jr. will still fit well with what the Warriors have, and also can provide a lot, especially on the defensive side of things, and also provide on the offensive side of things. Otto Porter Jr. actually became a great 3-point shooter when playing for the Warriors, where he averaged actually during that season 36% from the 3, which was great to see, and also had an effective field goal percentage of 57%. Otto Porter has also made it known that he wants to play for a championship team, and right now Toronto doesn't really seem like that place. When it comes to a trade that the Golden State Warriors were willing to make, it was rumored that cash considerations were on the table, and if that was the case, then the Golden State Warriors wouldn't have to give up anyone, but can get Otto Porter for just a nice big fat check. The third player is none other than Kent Bazemore. Now, as you all know, Kent Bazemore was a huge player for the Golden State Warriors, especially when it just came of coming off the bench and supporting the team, and he became kind of viral for the Warriors during that stint. Now, he most recently played with them in the 2020-2021 season, where he averaged 7.2 points, 3.4 rebounds, and 1.6 assists. He also shot a great 40% from the 3-point line and an effective field goal percentage of 55%, which is definitely impressive, especially for the amount of minutes that he was getting, which is around 17 minutes per game. Now, his most recent season that he did play was in 2021-2022, where he played with the Los Angeles Lakers, and he did a pretty good job, averaging 3.4 points, 1.8 rebounds, and 0.9 assists. So you definitely saw the Warriors get more out of Kent Bazemore in that most recent seasons, and I do believe the Warriors can definitely still do the same. Now, when it comes to Dante DiVincenzo, he has actually left the Golden State Warriors, and it does seem that the Warriors are looking to find replacements for him. I think Kent Bazemore can definitely be that guy. When it comes to Bazemore, he actually stands at 6'4", 195 pounds, and is still 34 years of age, so he's definitely coming into his late peak years. However, I do believe he can still give a lot left to the Golden State Warriors, especially with now the help of other players and also young guys such as Kuminga, Moody, and trades of Chris Paul. It doesn't seem that Kent Bazemore does need to take on a massive role. He just needs to do what he is capable of doing, and that's playing great defense and shooting that three ball, and that's all the Warriors really do want from him, and why I think this would be a perfect fit. For Kent Bazemore to join, it would just be a simple sign deal, which I think would be great.